two titans on the market, the Bowers and Wilkins and Devialet. Bowers and Wilkins are premium products and these earphones are premium, and the other one is Devialet, but it's supporting Huawei and are the most incredible earphones that you will find. And I choose this battle between these two products. Huawei Free Buds 2 Pro are the most good rated earphones you will find on the market and are rated at high-res audio. And you know, Bowers and Wilkins offer high-end products. Guys, take yourself a big cup of coffee because this is the only review you'll find on YouTube. I was anxious to search and buy these earphones for you guys to make a comparison and for me to stick with only one of them. Welcome back, YouTubers. How are you guys? Well, I need a serious earphones for my jam. I need a serious earphones for listening music. I want all in, and I'm aware that I need to pay a good price for a great quality. I bought the two earphones that I think are the greatest earphones in 2022 and still will be in 2023. These are the Huawei Free Buds Pro, the second version. I like to say the two version sometimes, and the Bowers and Wilkins that are the Pi7 earphones. Man, I got to tell you, the battle is very tight here, and I have a lot of information for you guys. By now we review a lot of headphones, Harman Kardon, Sony, even budget earphones from Edifier, from Soundpits, a lot of earphones and headphones, and based on my experience I can tell you with accuracy what are the best earphones even for 2023. I think no one beat them, and I have one of these two earphones is the clear winner, the king through the entire earphones. I listen to a lot of earphones, even I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I make comparison. I know it's a compressed sound there, but you can sense the differences between the earphones that others made, guys. And I even test a lot. I have high res and even high-end amplifiers to my office. Even in the studio I have we also reviewed, guys, the high res receivers. You know, we have a good quality products in our reviews when we make professional products, and manufacturers like Xiaomi, like 70May, like Harman Kardon, like Starline, like a lot of manufacturers, even budget from Banggood and Gearbest, and other small brands Willock came to us to make them reviews. And guys, this review, it's not paid by anyone. I paid myself these two earphones, and even a manufacturer sent me products, I will not lie for them, never, because I think this is not the way for human progress and technology. I bought myself these two earphones, and guys, I found some amazing things in these earphones, one of which is a king, and I think will be and will remain a king in 2023. First thing, these earphones are new. The Bowers and Wilkins launched in 2021, the Pi7, and the Huawei is barely launched now in 2022, are the Free Buds Pro 2 that are enhanced, co-engineered with Devialet. You know, Devialet, it's a premium high-end brand, so we cannot say nothing about this. I listen to the both earphones. I like that are slim. First thing that you will see the case. We are not going to make an unboxing, we are not going to talk the features of them. You know, you will find a lot of reviews on YouTube. I will concentrate on and focus on other stuff like 24 bits, like the dynamics. I will tell you about the heights, the mids, the bass, how is the sound, because we all are interested in the sound. There are interesting things about these earphones. The Huawei Devialet, like I like to say, are rated 24 bits, and with the LDAC codec you will gain the 24 bits. we have a review how to set up the LDAC codec, because the application has some problems. Both of them have application, but the application of Huawei has problems when you click the LDAC codec for the high-res superior sound. The 24 bits, even if it's at 48 kilohertz, it's good. You will sense differences between 24 and 60 bits. But I don't know how much differences, if we are talking real. You will sense streaming with a Bluetooth codec. If you want to listen to a great dynamics, you got to have cable. And the Bowers and Wilkins are also rated at 24 bits, and this is a problem. I didn't succeed until this review to gain 24 bits actually streaming to the earphones. But it's a trick here. Watch this video. What I have to say will be very interesting. You can make you audiophiles also an opinion about these earphones, because there are a lot of them, and I recommend you guys, if you want to get a good product, to pay that extra cash to have the superior quality. Both of them have a dynamic driver and one small high driver that will make the difference in the sound. And guys, please believe me, the earphones, the headphones, every headphone and earphone on this planet Earth that will have one driver, it's not possible to have all the frequencies between 50, 100 Hertz and 20 kilohertz, which is the limit of our human hearing, because a single driver cannot reproduce all the frequencies, the bass, the mids and the heights. It's not possible. For those manufacturers that say on their headphones and earphones with one driver, only one driver, that is a high-res product, it's a lie. And engineers and manufacturers saw this problem and saw that they cannot trick, and I'm saying for years this thing, you cannot have this frequency split by only one driver. And guys, beside this video, I got to make yourself a great news. You know, a couple of videos beside this video, I made a complaint on the internet and I talked about Samsung that have problems with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and it was slow at the operating system and it had a lot of problems, blah blah blah. I have a few videos that I saying to Samsung that reporting some problems, and now guys, what do you think? Samsung fixed the operating system, the slow navigation, the starting thinking here when it loads an application. And I'm glad that Samsung heard me. I know Samsung is watching, because we have videos like 1.3, 1.4 million views of some Samsung products, a lot of videos with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. And now I think Samsung heard me. It's like my kid Samsung. It grows my soul when it listens to me. Returning to our videos, guys, both of them have active noise cancelling into the application, or you can tap on them, activate the noise cancellation, deactivated. The Huawei Devialet, let's not exaggerate, okay, have weird controlling. I didn't manage every time to pause and play or skip the next track. The volume, it's working great, touching like this, the earphones, but I don't like it. Instead, the Bowers and Wilkins, if you are putting into your ear, is just this touching and you holding and touching to skip the tracks, to blah 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 blah. But I didn't saw at the Bowers and Wilkins to rise the volume. This is a small problem. The Bowers and Wilkins doesn't have the rising of the volume from these earphones. This is a little bit of con for the Bowers and Wilkins. Instead, the Huawei Free Buds 2 Pro, you can control somehow the volume, but will fall out of your ear when you're running or when you're doing an activity. So it's prefer to maintain a good volume, and with both of them you can control skipping of the tracks. Put the Google Assistant, for example, to talk and give commands to the earphones and to the Google Assistant, or which assistant you prefer. Both of them are water resistant. The Huawei is IP54 rated dust and water resistant, and the Bowers and Wilkins are also IP54. The applications. The Huawei application has more to offer, like if you are dropping and losing one of the earphones, you can search with the application and give a sound. It would have a really powerful sound that it will announce you where you left or where you lost your earphone, and has an equalizer into the application where you can manage the sound, and and the Bowers and Wilkins doesn't have these two features, but for audiophiles you will not need an equalizer. An equalizer, I think it's an enhancement of the sound. It's good, I'm not saying no, but a great track to listen to premium music like the artist wanted for you to hear, or like in the studio, it must be without any equalizer, like mastering in the studio, and that's it. Do not apply an equalizer to hear the track, leave it native. The Bowers and Wilkins Pi7 have the transmitting case. If you have a weak Bluetooth, or if I didn't try this to obtain 24 bits, but if you have a weak Bluetooth, or if you don't have a transmitting Bluetooth, a good quality Bluetooth, you can use the case with a special cable that you will find inside here, and you will gain a good quality transmission signal from the case to your earphones. And now guys, the sound is the most important thing on these earphones, and the sound is the most important thing to me. The dimensions are almost the same. I will put an earphone to see how it is in the ear. I believe with the images on the internet you will think that the Bowers and Wilkins Pi7 are bigger, but I think they are even. If you are seeing my left ear are the Bowers and Wilkins Pi7, and in here is the Huawei Devialet, the Free Buds Pro 2. And I think they are similar, but if you are not listening music, putting these earphones into your ear, the Bowers and Wilkins have the ceiling better. It doesn't came the sound into your ear as I'm talking now. I'm hearing more with the Huawei Devialet than I'm hearing the sound penetrating into my ears comparing to the Pi7. And this is a great thing, because you will not need that active noise reduction. The active noise reduction will reduce the background noise, but will also decrease the sound quality. And I saw this on the Devialet Huawei. I didn't test because I don't like the removing of the background noise or the traffic on the streets. These are amazing ceiling that sounds already, if you are putting into your ear, are like fitting perfectly into your ear. You will think that are bigger. They are not that big. You saw they are almost identical. Maybe the Devialet Huawei is a little smaller than this one, but are not dropping from your ear, are sealing, and the sounds are not penetrating into your ear like you will feel with the Devialet. And if you need an active noise reduction, both of them will have, but I told you, I'm telling you again, the sound noise removing will decrease the sound quality. The Huawei Devialet, the Free Buds 2 Pro, has 4 sensors, has an infrared sensor that will sense are on your ear, and the calibration sensor more than the Bowers and Wilkins, and you can test into the application seeing if you are wearing them correctly to have a great sound. They have a bone vibration sensor, a accelerometer sensor, a gyroscope even sensor. They are great with the technology, but I think these sensors, if Huawei is listening and Devialet, maybe the Free Buds 3rd version Pro will be more into the sound and not on this sensor that I think Now let's talk about the sound quality, guys. Sound quality. How is the sound quality? First, let's talk about the Huawei Devialet. It's better than the I think 85%, 90% of the earphones on the market. They are new. They are co-engineered with Devialet. The highs are good. It's a good bass. It will not impress you. The mids are okay, but it's a muddy sound. It's not high-end. I already talked about this. It's not high-end, but they impressed me. As you can buy them with 180 euros, something like this in Europe. With the Huawei Devialet, I obtain the 24 bits or even 32, I don't know how it's possible, into the power amp. And not only this, I obtain even if into the developer options with the Huawei Free Buds 2, like I'm showing you now, I obtain into the power amp with a lot of music, hip-hop, classic music, jazz, whatever you want. I obtain 32 bits in power amp at 96 kilohertz. It's not possible 32 that are advertised and have a LDAC codec into the 24 bit. If we are going to the developer options on an Android phone, and please be careful to have the LDAC codec, to have all the codecs at APTX in Bowers and Wilkins Adaptive and LDAC in the Huawei Devialet, to have these codecs into your phone and into your device to benefit from it. If you don't have it, it's not possible to benefit from the audio sample. I can see, if you are seeing it's 32-bit sample on the Galaxy S10 Plus, I think it's limited to 24 bits. The HiB player, I think it's the greatest player you will find on the Android devices. You know, if you have external DAC, you can put it into your phone and you can listen to DSD from the HiB player. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Like I'm showing you now, I have 192 kilohertz at 24 bits, but at the output it says 16 bits. So I don't know exactly how you can gain beside power amp, but power amp delivers good sound. But I think even this one is a 16 bits, because are the problems on the market now. You can, to the streaming, you cannot stream. I think you cannot stream a clean to 24 bits. You got to have a lot of information in 24 bits. It's very hard to stream 24 bits. This is what I'm saying now. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's limited. So I think this is why the softwares do not recognize. I think the power amp is overrated when it tells us 42 bits. I think the HiBi music player does a cleaner job, a better job than the power amp, even if it shows 16 bits at the output information. Maybe the HiBi developer teams will think more about the Bluetooth. Through the cable, it's the best Android player into the cable if you are going by wire. Into the streaming of the Bluetooth, it's good, but I think it needs 24 bits. Next, Bowers and Wilkins. Bowers and Wilkins, guys. I think these earphones are amazing. I cannot find enough superlatives about these earphones. Are well balanced. The bass is great. It's like an extra real bass, and it's well calibrated. The heights are almost just a little bit near to the high end, like near perfect. I cannot find something to say bad about this sound. Even the mids are okay. The heights are great, are to the high end, almost to the high end. The dynamic range is great on the Bowers and Wilkins, even on the Huawei Devialet. And I will tell you the problem, I will return to the dynamic range. Now the sound is more calibrated, is more accurate, the sound quality into the Bowers and Wilkins. I cannot believe what earphones they made, but we cannot say Bowers and Wilkins and not thank to the high end. They are very expensive, like 500 euros are these earphones, but with a sale you can get them lower, and man, it worth every penny. If you are seeing now into the Bowers and Wilkins, it doesn't have APTX here, adaptive, but if we are going to the developer options, we can see here, guys, that it's APTX, but it's not adaptive. It's not LDAC, but the problem is the 60-bit sample, that even if I would put the 24 bits, it's not possible to listen. If you are going back to this, let's see, it switches back to the 16 bits, you see, 16-bit sample. And I got to tell you that even if it's 60-bit, I think the dynamic range, it's crazy. It's bigger than the 24 bits that Huawei Devialet actually made it. I'm not saying it's a lie, but Bowers and Wilkins makes great products that uses all the spectrum of the sound, all the streaming, band streaming. Even if you're streaming 60 bits, it's a real 60-bit streaming. You know, a lot of manufacturers like Sony exaggerate a lot about their frequencies. 40 kilohertz, like 50 kilohertz, like Sony, like they having one driver and a big driver to their headphones, and they are pretending to most of their products they have 50 kilohertz. It's 15,000 hertz. The human ear cannot hear above 20,000 hertz. And I like the Bowers and Wilkins and some brands like Denon, Bowers and Wilkins, Audio-Technica. They are serious. These brands for me are serious brands that do not exaggerate with the frequencies, and they are more serious. I don't like these manufacturers like they are talking about 48 kilohertz and they are not offering not even 18 kilohertz. It's a marketing strategy for those, let's say, not lying manufacturers, those manufacturers who exaggerate their products. It's a marketing strategy to attract your attention, to see they are more powerful, that having more hertz, more greatest quality, and in fact the quality it's lower than 60 kilohertz headphones or speakers. Relating to the Bowers and Wilkins, I promise you, if I will find a way to actually stream 24-bit audio, I will put into this video. Until now I didn't succeed, but I think I read on the Bowers and Wilkins and it says that the 24 bits is between both earphones, not streaming from the phone to the earphones. They specify this, and it's good that they specify this because they are saying that the 24 bits is between the connection of these two earphones. What I didn't talk is the battery, that these Bowers and Wilkins are advertised for, I think, 4 or 5 real hours of music listening, and this one you will gain 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours of real music listening. Bowers and Wilkins, it's a better quality of the materials, a better quality of inside of the electronics. You know, this is why you are paying more for this. Now guys, the clear winner is the Bowers and Wilkins. The Bowers and Wilkins are the best earbuds you will find on the market. I don't think anyone is capable beating the Bowers and Wilkins. I listen and compare to the Sennheiser True Momentum, which also disappoint me. I told you, if they have one driver, you cannot manage to take out the whole spectrum frequency or the Bang & Olufsen, because if they are having one driver, they cannot reproduce the entire frequency of which the human ear is supporting. So guys, without any doubts, the Bowers and Wilkins is the king, are the true earphones that you will pay an extra cash for this, but I think they are premium. Audio test, guys, I'm gonna test how I can these earphones just for you to make an opinion, but it's not an objective opinion. It's you know, as you can listen with this MKA40 mic, this my lavalier, I will put it directly through the camera. I will not use this wireless streaming to get the best audio quality. And these cinematographic cameras are good, are having also 24 bits recording. But guys, I sincerely, as I can, I will put the mic directly on the earphone and try to make a test to see which of the earphones sounds good. But I'm telling you now, it's not an objective opinion. It's not that the accuracy of this testing is not that high. Even if you are seeing a dummy with a head with a to test the earphones, are that dummies with the microphone ears, which you are fitting the earphones to them, are not that relevant because they are not having the high-end microphones inside like we are hearing with our ears, with our naked ears. I will put free music and let you guys to decide which is best. My opinion, I give you my opinion, but let's see the test with the Cardioid mic, which is the greatest mic I have found. The Sennheiser MK40 is their best microphone for the lavs, these lavaliers, because with the studio microphone, we cannot test these earphones. Guys, please tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this review? It is good. Did you made an opinion about these two great products? Please tell me in the audio test, in my description, how I reported these earphones. Please tell me your thoughts, and please tell me, guys, if one of you found a way to stream the Bowers and Wilkins in a device. Please tell me. I have streamed in one PC, in two mobile phones that have Bluetooth 5.0, 5.2, and I didn't manage to find the 24-bit streaming from the actual phones to the earphones. If you found a way, please tell me, and if I will find the solution, I will put until I will mount into the post-production this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Like always, you gotta love technology because technology is part of our lives. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. See you. Bye.